The film begins by setting the time to 2003. At a party, we are introduced to a girl named Summer. While she is enjoying the party, she encounters her college friend, Quinn, who says, "I wasn't expecting you to come here today. Just yesterday, 2 of your friends were murdered." Summer replies, "They were both very close to my heart. I haven't forgotten them today, and I never will. But I can't stop living because of their murders." She then goes back to enjoying the party. Soon, the police arrive at the party, suspecting the murderer of Summer's friends may be among the guests. Everyone is asked to leave. Unaware, Summer is still in the washroom when she suddenly notices a masked figure standing behind her. Startled, she runs to hide in a nearby cabin, but the killer finds her and slits her throat with an axe, killing her. The scene fades, and we move forward 21 years to 2024. Now we meet Lucy, Summer's sister. Lucy is smart and currently in college. She shares the exciting news with her science teacher that she has been selected for an internship at NASA. Her teacher is thrilled, recognizing this as a proud moment for both of them. However, Lucy feels anxious as she hasn't yet told her parents. Her father, who wants her to work in the family jewelry business, is unlikely to approve. But Lucy's passion lies with NASA, and she's thrilled about the opportunity. The atmosphere at Lucy's college is somber. Today is the anniversary of the murder of her sister Summer and 3 of Summer's friends. Lucy, who was born after her sister's death, knows little about her. Curiosity gets the better of her, and she decides to learn more about Summer. Back home, she unlocks Summer's room, left untouched for 21 years, and begins exploring her belongings. In doing so, she finds a wooden box under the floor containing letters. Among them is a strange, threatening letter signed with the initial E, possibly written by Ethan, who was Summer's boyfriend at the time. Just then, Lucy's mom arrives, prompting Lucy to quickly hide everything. Later, during breakfast, Lucy finally tells her father about her NASA internship. As expected, he scolds her, as he'd been hoping to send her to Sonoran instead. The family then visits Summer's grave. Lucy's mom asks if she brought anything for her sister, to which Lucy, annoyed, lies, saying she left it in the car. Frustrated, she runs back to the car, confused about what she would even bring, as she never felt close to her sister. Standing near the car, Lucy hears a strange noise coming from a nearby hut. Drawn by curiosity, she investigates and finds a peculiar machine with the exact date of Summer's murder. As 2 laser beams cross, a bright light fills the hut, leaving Lucy stunned. When she steps outside, her sister's grave has disappeared, as have her parents, and her phone has lost signal. She wanders a little further and sees a sign reading 2003. Slowly, she realizes the machine was a time machine, and she has traveled back to the year of her sister's murder. Determined, Lucy decides to head to her high school and consult her science teacher. When she arrives, she sees her sister Summer for the first time and is overwhelmed, too confused to speak. Finally, she approaches her teacher and asks if time travel is possible. Before the teacher can answer, a boy in the lab speaks up. Yes, time travel is possible. The girl's name was Quinn, whom we saw with Summer at the start of the movie. Upon meeting her, Lucy sensed that Quinn might be able to help her return to her own timeline. With this thought, she leaves the college building and sees students making a commotion. She asks a student about it, and he explains that as a yearly ritual, the seniors pick one girl to bully and throw into the water, and this year it's Quinn's turn. Quinn was the person Lucy needed help from, so she rushes to intervene. When she arrives, she realizes that the seniors bullying Quinn are friends of her own sister Summer, and no one dares to challenge them. But Lucy steps up to protect Quinn, successfully ending the bullying. The seniors leave, furious, while Quinn thanks Lucy and asks, "Who are you?" Lucy tells him the truth. "I'm actually a time traveler, and I need to get back to my timeline. I need your help." At first, Quinn doesn't believe her, saying it's impossible. So Lucy shows him her phone, a touchscreen device capable of taking photos far ahead of current technology. This convinces Quinn, and he agrees to help. Quinn takes Lucy to his house, where he has a small science lab. Soon after, Summer arrives, intending to pick up some notes from Quinn. He promises to bring them to her later and introduces Lucy. Summer is curious, and Lucy, to hide her true identity, introduces herself under a fake name, explaining she isn't a college student. With Summer gone, Lucy and Quinn embark on their mission. They go to the hut where Lucy initially found the time machine and bring it back to Quinn's lab. However, the machine lacks enough energy to return Lucy to her timeline. Fortunately, Lucy is also a skilled engineer preparing to work at NASA, so she suggests they can power the machine with a sonar cylinder, a device she doesn't have but knows is available at her father's company. She tells Quinn, "My dad, who is also Summer's dad, works at the sonar company. I can steal his access card and get a sonar cylinder from his company." Quinn then takes Lucy to Summer's house. Surprised to see Quinn there, Summer asks, "Where are my notes?" Quinn explains that he was too busy to complete them, but brought Lucy along to help. Summer invites Lucy inside, where Lucy sees her parents looking much younger than she remembers. Summer, noticing Lucy's outdated style, lends her some clothes and gives her a makeover to fit the early 2000s. Through these small interactions, Lucy starts to feel closer to Summer, forming a bond with her sister. They chat about Quinn, and Lucy suspects that he may have feelings for Summer. But Summer clarifies, "No, it's nothing like that. I think of him like a brother. He's my only good friend and helps me with my homework." She even confides in Lucy that she actually has feelings for a girl, though such relationships are frowned upon at this time. While in Summer's room, Lucy sees photos of her friends and, recognizing them, asks, "Are these two your close friends?" Summer confirms, surprised that Lucy knows their names. Lucy recalls that today is the anniversary of the murders at the mall. Anxious to prevent the tragedy, she doesn't answer Summer and rushes to the mall to save them. At the mall, the killer, the same one who killed Summer at the beginning of the movie, lurks in a display case. As the mall is about to close, the killer emerges, stabbing one of Summer's friends. Just as he is about to attack the second friend, Lucy intervenes, diverting the killer's attention and saving the girl's life. Terrified, they all try to escape, but near the elevator, the killer catches up, grabbing Summer's friend and killing her by throwing her down. Even a security guard attempts to stop the killer, but is also slain. Watching all this, Lucy is devastated. Due to her interference, a poor security guard lost his life in the mall, a timeline change that hadn't occurred before. But there was no time to dwell on the consequences, and they all quickly ran from the scene. Saddened by the loss, Lucy expresses her distress, and Quinn advises her gently, "Don't be sad, but if you're going to travel through time, don't mess with the timeline. Sometimes, those who are meant to die cannot be saved. Interfering could destroy this timeline altogether." He adds, "Even if you save your sister, it's possible that your parents might never plan for your birth, because you only came after Summer's death." This made Lucy realize the weight of her actions, yet she remained determined. She sneaks back home with the intention of stealing her dad's access card to retrieve a sonar cylinder from his company, which could power the time machine. As she's preparing, she's caught by Summer, who confronts her. "Who are you? What are you doing here? And how did you know about the murders at the mall? And how do you know the names of my friends?" At this moment, Lucy decides to be honest, telling Summer the truth, that she's actually her sister, having traveled from the future. Summer is stunned and disbelieving at first, thinking it's all a joke. But then Lucy shows her the letter she found in Summer's future room. Shocked, Summer goes to her college locker to confirm, finding the exact same letter from her friend Emmy, not Ethan, which finally makes her believe Lucy's story. The scene cuts to Lucy and Quinn working on the time machine. Lucy is fully committed to returning to her timeline, but Quinn hopes she'll stay, as she's the only person he's felt truly connected to in a long time. Summer soon joins them, understanding that Lucy may be the only one who can save her friends. She requests, "Please, help save their lives." Summer then asks, "How do I look in the future?" Lucy, not wanting to break her heart by revealing her future murder, simply says, "You look beautiful." Summer then asks, "Who's the killer's next target?" Lucy responds, "It's your friend Emmy, and it'll happen at her workplace." The three of them set out to prevent the murder. They arrive just as the killer is about to attack Emmy, distracting him and successfully saving her life. After escorting Emmy home, Quinn points out, "See, we saved her without destroying the timeline. Maybe we can stop all the murders." Encouraged, he asks Lucy, "Who's next?" She hesitates before revealing, "It's my sister, Summer." The story then shifts to Lucy staying with Summer. She spends the night restless, burdened by the thought of her sister's fate. In the early hours, she sneaks out, steals her dad's ID card, and heads to Quinn's lab. There, she stumbles upon a love letter Quinn wrote for Summer. Remembering that Summer mentioned no interest in boys, she finds the letter bittersweet. Playfully, she tells Quinn, "Better not get tangled up in these feelings." She then returns to Summer and, gathering her courage, tells her the truth. "Summer, today is the day you're meant to die, and I want to save you. But there's a risk. If I save you, I might never exist because Mom and Dad only decided to have me after you were gone." Summer, feeling torn, asks, "What should we do?" Lucy replies, "I have a plan," and takes her to their dad's gold office to steal the sonar cylinder needed for the time machine. However, as they arrive, they find the guard already murdered and one cylinder missing, implying that someone else has been trying to use a time machine. The identity of this unknown person remains a mystery, but Lucy manages to secure a remaining cylinder to power her journey back to the past, determined to complete her mission. This captures the story's suspense and emotional intensity, building the tension of time travel and the moral dilemma Lucy faces. Lucy executes her plan to save both herself and Summer, knowing this moment would shape their lives forever. She heads to the hut with the time machine, but as she leaves, she discovers Summer has already gone to the party where the killer was destined to attack her. Summer may have decided to risk her own life so that Lucy would be safe. At the party, the killer approaches Summer with lethal intent. Just in time, Lucy and Quinn arrive, their car barreling forward to knock the attacker away from Summer, sparing her life. The mask falls from the killer's face, revealing something unimaginable. The killer is Quinn, but from the future. The present Quinn, confused and horrified, confronts his future self asking, "Why are you doing this?" Future Quinn reveals the torment that led him down this dark path. After being humiliated when Summer's friends threw him into the water, his life spiraled into isolation and resentment. Broken, his confidence shattered, he fell into despair. But it was Summer's rejection of his love letter that finally ignited his rage, pushing him to the edge. Desperate for revenge, he built a time machine to return to this point and take revenge on Summer's friends. "But I loved Summer too much to harm her," he admits bitterly. Lucy realizes her presence had changed this course of events. She had intervened before Quinn's humiliation could unfold and prevented the letter incident, creating a different outcome for him. As the confrontation peaks, Lucy sees an opportunity. She discreetly activates the time machine, causing the lasers to surge in a brilliant collision of light. The blast transports her and the killer back to her original timeline. As they return, the killer lunges at Lucy, but she defends herself, ending the confrontation once and for all. Lucy notices the golden cylinder still in her pocket. Realizing she has one more chance to return, she decides to go back. The future she had come from was lonely, where her sister and her best friend Quinn no longer existed. She powers on the machine and reappears in the past. Quinn and Summer are overjoyed to see her. Summer, overwhelmed, asks, "Why did you come back?" With a smile, Lucy replies, "In my future, I had neither a sister nor a friend. I came back to be happy with you." Summer embraces her tightly, and together, they accept Lucy as part of their lives. Lucy reapplies for her NASA internship, and in this timeline is accepted once again. As they celebrate her achievement, the three share a warm sense of belonging, united as a family. The screen fades, and the story concludes on a note of hope and fulfillment. This ending highlights the resolution, emotional depth, and joy of Lucy's choice to live in a timeline with her loved ones.